Hey guys, welcome back to my channel Art Architecture. Today's video is all about different types of paint and the paper used for it. So let's talk about books that's not meant for painting. So what you see over here is a normal sketchbook which is carried around by artists, architects, people who always have a book handy in their bag. Usually meant for outdoor sketches and random sketches that take minimum time, around 10 to 15 seconds or probably a minute or two. And this one over here is a regular A4 sketchbook. This is also used for sketching, not more than that, not for watercolors or acrylics, but this is more for sketching and is also handy like the other one before. And okay, if you want to paint, one layer of water wash is totally cool. Now this one over here is an A3 sketchbook. Same uses as the first two books, but then it is not that handy because A3 is pretty big. You can't just fit it in any other bag you want to. Now coming to types of paper for paints. Now what you see here is an A4 watercolor paper. Now this is meant for watercolors. Why is this meant for watercolors? As you can see over here, it's 200 GSM. What does that mean? Well, the more the GSM, the more thicker the paper is. As you can see, I'm holding on a sheet of paper. Well, if you can observe closer, it is way thicker than a normal paper from any other sketchbook. It is because it is made for watercolors, and if you can observe closer, it is pretty thick. Now this sheet is made for watercolors. Now reminding you again, 200 GSM. Now moving on to the next book. What we have here is another A4 book, but there is one difference here. Look at the GSM. The GSM over here is 270. Well, what does that mean? What is the difference? Well, it means it is way thicker than the other one and it can absorb more layers of water and give more beauty and more volume to your watercolors. See, this one you can't just tear it like the other one before. You'll have to cut it out with your blade. Now if you can see, it is 280 rupees and just 25 sheets. Now that is costly, not all can afford it. So if you want to afford, you can totally afford the other one before. Now here, this one is A3. This is totally like the first one before, just except the size. The first one was A4 and this is A3. So you'll obviously need an A4 and an A3 book, and this is totally affordable. But if you want to give your painting more volume, you totally have to take the second one of 270 GSM. Now the A4 one, A3 one of 200 GSM, and this one of 270 GSM. Now comes into picture the canvas that is used for acrylics. Now I don't have a lot of material with me right now because it's quarantine. So this one over here is a basic canvas board. And this one over here is a piece of my canvas art or my acrylics on the same board that I just showed you. It'll give you perfect results. I know the hair is not perfectly done, but that's alright, I'll just finish it later. Well, now that we're done, let's move on to the types of paint that we're gonna use. So this one over here is a basic watercolor. This can be afforded by any person. It's not too costly, it's not too cheap. It's just the right amount of money you would want to put for watercolors for the best quality on paper. So it gives you 12 shades. Well, you don't have to go for any other paint, just blindly go with this because I totally recommend this for you. And now let's move on to the next, which is acrylic paints. This over here is fabric paints or Fevicryl for your fabric. It'll totally retain that smooth texture of your fabric, and you can totally go for this. And this box covers almost all the basic shades you would want for any sort of painting. Like you can mix these shades and make your own colors and basically have any color you want. Now, moving on. Next comes the acrylic paints for canvas. This is of camel. There are different versions of acrylic paints in camel, but make sure to get this one because this will give you the best quality. And And the painting that I just gave you a glance of, I used these paints for that, and these paints will surely give you the best quality within a less charge. These paints you would randomly get them in any other shop, and if you go to an art supply shop, oh, this is a must over there. Well, if you're interested in acrylics, I do recommend this one for you. And this, guys, is my palette for acrylic paints. Well, you can see that this is custom made and it's made on a tinted acrylic board with a slot over there for my thumb finger, which is totally so very comfortable. This is such an aesthetic board. I'm so proud of it. I love it. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm done with it. So moving on. Yeah, I should stop showing that. Okay, now we'll talk about poster colors. So there's 12 shades. It is totally affordable, and if you're a beginner, you should totally get it.